Hi everyone, my name is Sumit. I'm a digital chess coach. I'm back with another chess video. In this video, I'm going to explain a concept called overloaded piece. An overloaded piece is said to be overloaded when it is forced to attack to defend one or more squares or one or more pieces at the same time. And it is burdened with defending a square or two squares at the same time. You have to eliminate the overloaded piece or exchange it off so that the squares it defense gets weaker, and there will be a lot of tactical opportunities in this situation. So you can take advantage of such opportunities with sacrifice or without sacrifice. So today I'm going to show a game played 127 years ago by the first world champion Wilhelm Steinitz. He has played many games in his career, outstanding games in his career, but this one stands out to be one of his best, and it is called the Immortal game of Wilhelm Steinitz. He's played in the great Hastings tournament in 1895, and his opponent was Bardeleben. And it is a perfect example of how to exploit an overload. So without further ado, let's get started. Before that, please like and subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot if you subscribe. I need more subscriptions. And also share this video with your chess friends as well. And click on the bell icon so that you get notified of my future videos. I'll be making a lot of such educational videos on chess, and there's such free videos will help you to understand chess much more better and make such free videos. I need your support, so please subscribe to my channel. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, let's start the game. White opens with his king pawn e4. So I'm going to walk you through the game and explain the small things as well. So e4 takes care of the center and controls these two squares. It's a standard way to open the game. It is a favorite of ex-world champion and a great Bobby Fischer. He said it is the best by stress. So it is popular amongst the beginners and grandmasters and also world champions. E5 by black. It mirrors the white opening and also try to control these two squares, d4 and f4. Knight to f3. Knight to c6, all standard moves. Bishop c4, this is the Italian game. Bishop c5, the Goico piano. And now there are many continuations. White can continue with d3, which is a positional continuation, or he can play knight to c3. But in the old days, in the romantic era of chess, they used to play b4, which is the Ivan's gambit, or they would play c3. So in this game, Steinitz goes for c3, knight to f6, putting pressure on e4, and now white plays d4, getting a classical center. E takes d4, c takes d4, and these two centers with the pawns on d4 and e4 are called classical center pawns. And or in most of the king pawn and queen pawn openings, white generally tries to get this kind of position. So if two pawns are here, it controls many squares in front of the pawns, and it generally white has a good present position. Bishop b4 giving a check. Knight c3 blocking the check. And here the modern theory says black should take this knight if knight takes c4. But here in the older days, the theory was not developed that much, so we can't blame them for making small mistakes in the opening. But let me tell you that in this position, knight takes e4 is stronger, because in open positions, generally time and material counts more than time, and quality of the position matters more than material. Sometimes you have to take material also. So every tempo counts. So d5 was played by black, immediately putting pressure on this pawn. E takes d5, knight takes d5, white castles, unpinning himself. It's a perfect time for castling, unpinning himself, and also threatening to take this knight. So black plays bishop e6, giving more support to d5. I will show you what would happen if knight takes c3 is played. B takes c3 and bishop takes c3. Now the move here is queen b3, sacrificing this rook. I have made a similar video on Italian game. I will put the link in the description. This is a very fun line actually. If bishop takes this rook, then white should play bishop takes f7, king f8, bishop a3 check, deadly check actually, knight e7, blocking the check, and rook e1, and suddenly black is helpless, and he'll be getting mated soon. So this is the reputation of taking that rook. So that is not possible. And here, if bishop takes c3, pawn takes, knight takes c3, queen even check, and it's a double attack on the knight, and it's a check, so the knight will be lost. So that is not possible. That is why Won played bishop e6, and now white develops its last piece with a threat, bishop g5, threatening attacking the queen, and black plays bishop e7, blocking the attack on the queen. So here white plays bishop takes d5, eliminating one centerpiece. Bishop takes d5, knight takes d5, or queen takes d5. All these moves are forced. If black tries to capture this bishop, is a blunder because of bishop takes d5. So it is not possible. So bishop takes c7, knight takes c7. Now the position is kind on the board is clarified. White is castled, and white has developed most of his pieces. His rooks can get to these two squares, attacking white. White can attack black here. So white king is still in the center. That is the main point here. So white exploits that by playing rook e1, threatening to capture the knight if black castle. So castling is not possible. Queen d7, giving more support to e7, queen e2, putting more pressure. f6, giving room to the king to go to f7, because castling on both sides is not possible. Rook c1, I thought this move was not necessary. Immediately he could have played d5, or he could have moved the rook to the center, rook c1. But we can see that later in the game this rook becomes very handy, and the whole purpose of this overloaded piece becomes relevant when you look at this game in that perspective. So rook c1 was played, c6, d5. I think this is the star move of this game. d5 opens up the center and vacates this square for the knight. So pawn takes, knight d4. Now the knight is in the center, and any piece in the center, especially the queens and knights, etc., it has got maximum. It controls maximum squares when it is in the center. And this knight is unchallenged. There's no way black can challenge this knight or exchange it off. So it's a very, very, very strong piece. King f7, unpinning himself. Knight e6. Now the threat is rook c7. So black plays rook h c8, queen g4, threatening to capture this pawn. So now, as you can see, a lot of tactics are possible in this position. So the black king is in the center. White is attacking. All its pieces are attacking. So there are a lot of tactics are possible. g6, knight g5 check. This is a discovered check. So the queen is on pre. So king has to defend the queen. It goes back to e8 to defend the queen. Now I want you to pause this video and analyze this position for some time. Those who want to enjoy the show just can watch this video without pausing, but those who want to improve their game can pause the video and look at this tactics in this position. Because the queen is burdened with the support of the c8 square, it can't move uh, because it has to support these two squares, and it is a classic case of overloaded piece. So how to take advantage of the situation? So Steinitz played the outstanding rook takes e7. Brilliant move. The queen cannot capture because c8 falls, and um, black cannot capture with the king because after rook e1 check, that the queen is lost. So king f8 is played. So I'll quickly show you what will happen after king e7, rook e1 check, and king e8. And instead of that, he played king f8, which is a clever move. White cannot capture the queen with either with his queen or with a rook because of the back rank weakness. Rook takes c8, c1 is in the air. So Steinitz have calculated this until the end. So he was expecting this move. Rook f7 check. Now again, you cannot capture this rook because of the back rank, because it comes with a check, and white will lose the queen and also both the rooks and the game. So king to g8, and again the amazing rook g7 check. The rook is still immune. You cannot capture the rook because if your rook is captured with the queen, or then c8 falls. If it is captured with the king, the queen will be lost. So the rook is still immune. King h8, rook h7 check. Again, the same idea. c8 is weak, and if it is captured with the queen, all of black pieces will be lost. King g8, rook g7 check again. Again, the rook is immune. So, but the point here is that if black plays king f8 or king h8, he is simply lost. So in this position, Steinitz's opponent walked away from the room. It is a very unsportive of him to walk away from the room. But I'll show you the finish, and the game would have finished like this: king h8, queen h4 check, king g7, king h7 check, king f8, queen to h8 check, king e7, queen g7 check, king e8, queen g8 check, king e7, queen f7 check, king to d8, queen f8 check, king to e8, knight f7 check, king e6, king d7, and queen d6 is a brilliant checkmate. So this is the Immortal game, and you have to study this game to understand the concept of how to exploit the overloaded piece, a piece which is defending more than one square at the same time. So hope you enjoyed this video, and please do subscribe and like this video and share it with your friends, and also click on the bell icon so that you get notified of it. So until next time, bye bye.